Parsha, Parsha's Vayischlach, the Torah describes a tremendous strength of Yaakov Avinu. There's a lot of emphasis on the Evan, whether he's sleeping on the Avnei HaMakom. And when he comes, we talked about in the 5-minute Parsha last week about the idea of when he's coming to give rebuke, he came out of love, saying, Achai, me'ayin batem. Do you know Lavan? But right before that, the Torah emphasizes that there was an Evan, a very big Evan, al pi be'er, and there were 3 shepherds there that couldn't lift it. And the Torah emphasizes how Yaakov Avinu was able to lift it off. And the Ramban there in last week's Parsha talks about how even though you have tremendous, not even though, but because Yaakov Avinu is a person who's Rosho B'Shamayma, he's able to be Mutzav Arza. He's able to have that strength that these Ro'im, who are not as focused on Yirat Shamayim, were not able to accomplish this physical task of being able to uncover the Evan. In this week's Parsha, there's an emphasis again, continuing of Yaakov Avinu. On one level, he has the strength of being able to have the battle royale with the Malach Shel Esav, Vayivater Yaakov Levado, Vayaveki Shimo Alot HaShachar. But then the Torah emphasizes Vayar Kilo Yacholo. He couldn't. The Malach Shel Esav couldn't beat Yaakov, but he touched him Bekaf Yirecho, Vateka Kaf Yerach Yaakov Behea Vakoimo. Touched his thigh, he injured his thigh. And the Torah emphasizes with the He'avik Imo, which the Gemara in Chulin says it seems to be extra. The Netziv Mivolozhin explains that there's extra words of that, the Malach, after touching or injuring the Yerech, the thigh of Yaakov, with the struggle with him, and emphasizes that Yaakov went too far. He may have the strength, but he also is the Midah of Shalom. Yaakov Avinu is known to be able to be of the Midah of Shalom, of the Avat Shalom, as we had said last week, of the Achai, of being able to be that ear coming to Shechem Shalem, the Shlemut, Begufo, B'midot. And therefore, the Torah says he went above the Midah. He might have that physical strength, but he needs to know that his Midah is Shalom. And we see that Yaakov Avinu, this beautiful midah, which the Torah says he's judged b'chuta sahara, very, very meticulously for it, is passed on to Yosef. And through Yaakov, that what? Through Yosef. Because later on, in Parshat Vayischlach, it talks again about Yaakov being what? Midei avir Yaakov, misham roeh even Yisrael. And here, the Torah emphasizes how Yosef, according to the Netziv, got this midah from Yaakov Avinu. He was able to understand where he had the ability to take the arrow. Vatasha be'itan kashto. He could extend it farther and be able to hit his target. He had the ability, Yosef, to pay back his brothers for all the ill will. But vayafozu zroei yadav, he was able to show miloshon paz of gold, to be able to show, no, I'm not going to do midah keneged midah, but I'm going to show the shalom. And where does he get this midah from? Midei avir Yaakov. He gets it from his father Yaakov of the shalom. And through this, we have this concept of Even Yisrael. The Evan, as Rashi emphasizes, is Av Bein Neched, or Ima Bat Nechda. Question is, what do you do with the stone? Do you throw stones at people? That's taking the power and passion that we have and using it incorrectly. You take a stone, as Rav Golvach says, when a person passes away, and you put it on a kever to say that you've built a certain level, but we're going to take all of that you've done and pass it on generation after generation. That's not only at the end of one's life, but we see the idea of a Yaakov Avinu, starting from last week's Parsha, of Vayogal Evan Me'al Pia Be'er, to take that stone, to be able to take the strength and use it for the Shalom, to pass it on to his son, the Midot. May we be Zoche, as we get closer to Chanukah, the Chag of Chinuch, to be able to be the role models that we want for ourselves, for our children, and for our grandchildren. Shabbat Shalom.